Not you trying to be more American than the American.
Why are you faking your accent?
It's not even your country for real.
They're so funny. They think if they play American enough, they will be
You're
American.
actually such a wannabe.
Do y'all remember how desperate we were to like go abroad? I mean, maybe not everybody was desperate, but I was definitely desperate. Like secondary school, like me and my friends would talk about going abroad, and like we were in SS3, right? And then everybody was talking about, oh, they're going to Canada, they're going to America, they're going to the US. I never thought, like, bro, when I tell you, I've never been a child that thought about the future. Like that has never been in my cards. I've always just been like, you know what? I'ma just do me. And whatever happens, happens. Like whatever is going to work out is going to work out. But I was just thinking about that, and you know, it had come to a point where, like, I think second semester of SS3, I had told my mom and my dad that, like, yo, I want to go abroad to go and do university. I don't know how people are going to figure it out, but like that's what I want to do. I want to go to the US, and I want to live there. I want to move, right? And I've always been a very, very, like, would I say stoic, or very just like, I'm very stubborn. Like once I put my mind to something, like, that's it. I'm not interested in what anybody I'm not interested in what anybody else has to say. Everybody's like, oh, Biani, but we don't have money. I'm not actually not interested. Like, that's why I told you now, so that we can all start saving money for the future. So that when I get out of school, there's no question of, oh, there's not enough money or whatever the heck. You know what I mean? So I love my parents because I was an absolute menace at this age, like literally a menace. Like my only goal in life at that age was to frustrate my mother. Like I did not like that woman for any reason. Like she just used to piss me off every single time. But like I was just trying to, you know, I was just remembering. So she had told me we had come to like an agreement, right? She had said, okay, Biani, if you want to go to the US, I don't really like trust you to go to the US right now in the kind of like with the kind of character that you have, which I mean is understandable. But like obviously at that age, I was just like, okay, like you just want to hate on me, like you don't love me, you don't care about me, like why would you? You know what I mean? I was just very, very like, my mother doesn't love me, like she hates me. But like now that I'm older, I'm just like, yeah, I wouldn't trust me either. You get me? Like I wouldn't trust me either to go abroad. I would probably come back with a kid. But anyway, we came to a compromise, and we're like, she was like, okay, go to Unilag for a year, right? And within this year, you would be doing your SATs. We'll kind of just be judging your character and just seeing if you are, you know, in the right state of mind to go abroad. Okay, so I went to Unilag. I did the thing. I did my SATs. I didn't necessarily like get the best grade in SATs, but it was good enough to get into a school, random school. So I had done the SATs. I had finished Unilag, like we had agreed on. She was like, oh, go and do GPEB. We had done all that. I did well in school. You know, my attitude started to change. Like I started like, you know, learning a bit more about myself, and she started seeing it, right? And then the issue now was, okay, it's time to pay money and stuff like that. And there was a huge argument about that. But anyways, we made it abroad. But I'm just like reminiscing this to kind of just bring up how like desperate I was to go abroad, like how I was able to do anything just to leave this country, which I find so funny now that I think about it. But it leads me to like my topic of today, which is romanticizing abroad even when you know better, right? I think even back then, just like hearing from my friends like, oh, I really want to go abroad, like how they were talking about how they're going to go abroad, how they're going to be living life. I said, me, I must do this one too. It's not possible. I was very like, I lack self-control. I still lack self-control now, but I like back then I was heavily peer pressure, dude. So once my friends were like, oh, they're all going abroad, I was like, I must find myself there. I'm not interested in what my friends ask. I must find myself there. Like now that I've been and I've come back, there's so many good things about living there, and then you realize that there's also so many like not so great things about living there. Like, let us be real. The crazy part is I didn't have a plan. Like, I didn't have a plan when I was going abroad. And somebody would look at me and call me someone serious. So my mother used to plan everything for me, and we had all planned that like, oh, I would go and do, you know, computer science or something with computer, because at that time, computer was like the big reigning thing, right? And then I get out of school, and little did we know that everybody and their own mothers were like, yeah, computer is a big thing now. And look at us now. Like everybody, even like little kids, know how to use computers right now. It also like got me thinking, like, I think after graduating was kind of my hardest time abroad. But like sometimes I catch myself like I'm here and I'm just like, bro, like I can't wait to go back. Right? But then in my head, I'm just like, okay, Biani, like when we do go back, I think now like I'm like constantly romanticizing abroad because I don't see myself here long term. But then I always have to like catch myself and be like, bro, like yes, romanticize abroad. Yes, like you want to move back. Yes, but like you also have to be realistic. You've done this once, it didn't work out the first time, right? If you go back now, what are we going to do different? And I think that's kind of where I've been in just like figuring out exactly what I want to do. I went abroad to do a course I wasn't necessarily interested in. I spent 4 years doing the course, hoping that I would eventually like get out and make money. And I think that was my first mistake, like going to do a course in hopes of getting a job that will make me money. Because when I was applying for jobs, and I feel like I'm at a point, like I'm at a stage where I could talk about this, and I feel like I'm self-aware enough to be able to talk about this. I actually don't like computers. Like I'm not somebody who wakes up and my life is like, oh my gosh, like wow, like oh my gosh, like I can't wait to build a server. Oh my gosh, like I don't wake up and think like that. And I realized this second year of college, like when we actually went into like my degree courses, right? Like I would see people in my class so excited to build things, so excited to play with wires, and I'm here like, this is hurting my fingers. Like, why do I need to take off my nails to be able to do all this? Like, do you get what I mean? Like, why am I in the back of the room doing a code? Like, why? I want to be outside. Like, I want to be in front of people. I want to be able to like have conversations with people. Like, that was when I realized like this is not for me, right? Like this course is not for me. But I would never, ever, ever like, just because something is not for me, I will not take anything from it. I won't learn anything from it. I 100% learned so much in terms of just like, how would I say this now? Like other skills, like soft skills, like resilience, hard work, discipline, like putting your best foot forward. Like I did fail a class once, right? And I had a friend who had told me, like one of my best friends was like, Biani, why don't you just like cancel the class? Like just quit the class before the end of the semester, and then that will not like attack your grades or anything like that. And I was like, no, like let me just see it through. And even if I fail, like it would suck, but I mean, at least I made it to the end and I can start over and make it to the end as well. So it really taught me a lot of soft skills. But like now, if I did want to go back, I have so many non-negotiables. One is if I'm going back for school, I need to do something that I genuinely love. Something that I would wake up every morning, even though I'm exhausted, even though I'm tired, to go and learn, because I know that is going to help my future, right? That's my number one non-negotiable. Second non-negotiable is I'm not just picking a school just to pick a school, just to go abroad. Never. Like I'm picking a school that I know that can connect me to the right people in the industry that I'm trying to go into, and can also just like help me in terms of building the community and building the necessary things I need, who are willing to help me pursue the career that I'm looking forward to. Not necessarily like, oh, they're the ones that are taking actions. I'm taking actions, but they know the right people to connect me to kind of achieve what I want to achieve. That's like my number two non-negotiable. Third non-negotiable is I don't ever in my life want to live with any family member. I don't ever in my life. Wait, I feel like something's crawling on me. Okay, no. I don't ever in my life want to live with anybody. I don't ever want to be dependent on anybody. Like those are my reasonings if I'm ever going to go back abroad, 100%. And before I go back abroad, I need to have a plan. I feel like the first time I went, I just went on a whim. There was no plan. There was no like, what happens after college, none of that. Like, if I'm going this time, there's a plan. Everything needs to be on a timeline. Yes, I'm going with God's, guidance and God's path and like what God has in store for me. But I also need to have like something in the back of my mind, like, okay, this is kind of what I want to do. This is kind of the field I want to be in. This is where I like not necessarily see myself in 5 years, because I feel like that's just like pressure on me, but just this is where I want to see myself at some point in time. You get what I mean? Like that is kind of like the mind I'm going with now, like if I am going back eventually. And this is not to say like, oh, I mean, I had no plan. Well, this is very much to say I had no plan, but I do want to dial it back a bit where I speak on, why I'm romanticizing abroad and all of that stuff. But I mean, I can't help it, dude. Like I really cannot help myself. I do miss there. I do, and I know I shouldn't. Like, I feel like it's a toxic relationship. Like, I know I shouldn't because it really traumatized me. But at the same time, it's just like I cannot not see myself there because like I'm weak. Like I'm weak. I don't see myself here. Like I'm weak, right? And I just turned 26, dude. And I've just been like thinking about my life and just thinking about what I want for myself and like how I want to move forward with my life. And I just know like in every aspect of my life, and I'm just not just like saying this in terms of just like oh, I just want to move abroad just for the fun of it. Like, in every aspect of my life, okay, like my content creation life, right? Nothing is really happening for me here. My friends are there. Most of my friends are there. I do have a couple of friends here, but my thing is, like, my friends here have their friends. So, like, I look, and they're also in, like, different phases of their life. You know what I mean? So, like, when I say certain things, and they say certain things to me, I look very unserious. You get what I mean? I look very, very unserious. Like, I come to meet my friend who is, like, basically, as far as I'm concerned, paying mortgage. Like, she has become a breadwinner for her family, right? And, you know, she comes to me and just, like, you know, tries to tell me, like, what she's going through and stuff like that. And I'm like, I can't even understand. Like, I can't understand because I'm not in that situation, but, like, I can't even imagine, you know? So, like, what do I look like coming to meet her? Someone who is burden of her family to be like, babe, let's go to the club tonight and go tomorrow and then go on Monday. You get what I mean? Like, I look ridiculous. I look very selfish. And, like, that's just kind of, you know, another thing I'm just, like, trying to navigate and trying to, you know, I mean, abroad, I could literally just go out because there was always a party and I didn't need to pay to get into the party or whatever. Like, do you get, like, I don't know if I could explain it, dude. Like, I don't know if I could explain it, like, 100%. Like, if life is too hard when I was abroad, I could literally just pay, like, $20, get into the club, and I'm off. Here, they talk about I need to pay at least 1M plus to get a table. And I'm like, well, I'm going to just go back home, you know, and just sulk and sleep type shit. But it like, that's kind of just, like, my realities here. But, like, I know, I don't know, like, I just feel like it's just, like, a toxic relationship, dude. I just feel like that's what it is. Like, it just gives off very much toxic relationship. And I can't help myself. And I'm just like, bruh, like, sometimes I just be here and I just be like, bruh, like, I miss Chick-fil-A right now. Like, I would like a Chick-fil-A. I would like to get pissed off that I missed, like, I'm craving a Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. Like, I would like to get pissed off about that. Dude, no, stop. Like, sometimes I just be sitting there, I'm like, ugh, I just want some pasta right now. Like, I just want to go to, like, a cute coffee shop and just, like, pretend to read a book. No, I don't be pretending to read books, but, like, I just want to go to a cute coffee shop and get, like, some matcha or some latte or something like that. Which, I mean, like, I could do it here. But there, I had a car that I could drive and I could just go. And then here, like, I need to do a whole license thing. And I'm just like, the license is taking such a long time to, like, get to me. And then I need to get a driver's permit. It's actually just, I don't know. Like, I don't know what I'm going through right now. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm going through so many things. Like, but I really am just, like, missing abroad and romanticizing abroad. And then I go on social media, which I feel like is the death of me, because I go on social media and I see people at, like, my favorite spots, or they're, like, you know, just doing things that, like, I would like to do, but I'm here. No, but, like, I'm trying not to, like, compare myself or, like, try to, like, see what people are showing me, because I know that social media is absolutely fake. But that's not the point, dude. That's not the point. The point is, our brother and I are kind of just, like, toxic exes. We want each other back, but, like, nobody wants to take the first move, and we want what we can have, what we shouldn't have. Like, I mean, I would have it, like, if I have a plan, you know, but, like, for right now, I'm gonna sit right where I'm at, okay? Even though, like, I feel like I'm being tortured, like, every single day for being here. But I'm also in this, like, gratitude kind of era, you know? Like, I'm grateful that I'm here. I'm happy that I'm here. I'm happy that I've met the people I've gotten to meet. I'm happy that I've experienced the things I've gotten to experience, you know? But, like, okay, like, I think it's enough. Like, I just want Chick-fil-A. I just want a hibiscus tea. I just want to go to Six Flags. I just want to maybe do, like, Hinge or Bumble. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Like, I just want to be mysterious in another man's land. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, what's the real tea about living abroad? Is it romantic or is it just like traumatizing? I feel like it's a mix of both. I feel like I don't think anything in this world is both good. Like, I don't think anything in this world is all good, and I don't think anything in this world is all bad. Like, there's always a good, healthy mix of good and bad, right? So, like, there's good parts of moving abroad, living abroad, and just like enjoying abroad. And there's also like the downs of living abroad where, you know, you're constantly getting rejected because you're not a citizen of the country or you don't have the same privileges as people in the country, or you're going to the club and you have to take your passport, you know, like there's so many ups and there's so many downs to it, but you just have to like pick your ups and downs and just have to stay optimistic. I feel like how I was able to like survive besides having like multiple panic attacks and just like always questioning my life and questioning my decisions was definitely just having someone that you could fall on and just converse with. Like, it doesn't have to be your parents, like it could be a really good friend, but before you do that, I would definitely say like, I want to trauma dump on you. Is it okay? Are you also in the right headspace to do that? And then if they're like yes, you can. If you're like, if they're like no, dump on Jesus Christ, because he can always take it. He can always take it. But like, all in all, y'all, if I were to say like which do I prefer like abroad or do I prefer Nigeria, I feel like the truth is like I feel like they both have like a healthy dose of both. Like Nigeria is like a vibe, bro. Like I don't know. Like I don't even know. Like I can't explain it. I actually cannot explain it. I just feel like there's just this aura, there's just this energy about this place that is like, yes, the people are crazy. Yes, everybody is mental. You have to yell. You have to be mad. But like also, it's like when things are good, things are good, you know? And when things are bad, things are horrible. Things are terrible. Things are just ridiculous. You know what I mean? So it's just like I can't really put my finger on it. And then with like abroad or like with the US, it's just like when things are good, things are great, you know? And like when things are bad, things are bad. Like when you're about like when you're in debt, you're in debt. When you're homeless, you're homeless. Like, do you get what I mean? Like when things are bad, things are bad. You get me? So it's just like I can't really say like which is better, like which would I romanticize more. Like I always definitely romanticize abroad more, even though I do know better, and I will always romanticize Nigeria. But I only romanticize Nigeria during the 2 December. Like I don't know why. Like I don't see myself romanticizing it any other time. I feel like during the year is definitely quiet. Like since I've been here, it's super quiet. But like it's also like you get to see people for who they are, what they are. You get to see like different activities, different events that actually happen here, because I feel like everybody only knows about like Dirty December. Like nobody knows about like things happening over the year, fashion pop-ups, you know, new things opening, restaurants opening, all of that stuff. I don't know. Like that's just kind of like in my way, like if I were to romanticize Nigeria, that's definitely how I'd romanticize it, just in terms of just like exploring new things, like finding new places, relearning about culture, relearning about society, relearning about like what's in right now. Like I was like driving past and I saw Mr. Biggs and I was like, dude, aren't they supposed to have closed like 500 years ago? Like why are we still here? Or Margrellos or something like that, you know? So just like relearning about the city and really like I think that's how I try to romanticize Nigeria. But y'all, I miss me some Chick-fil-A. I mean, sometimes I feel like we're just caught in this, and I think like social media really does this. Like we're just caught up in, oh my gosh, like you're trying to live in another person's life, you know, and it kind of gets to you sometimes. Like I feel like for me, I do feel like this sometimes, but like I try not to. That's why I take like social media breaks when I can, and I just try to, you know, touch grass and just be like, dude, like you're where you're supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like life isn't great. Like you're not traveling all over the world. You're not, you know, living in different houses or whatever. You're not like, you get what I mean? Like, but you're doing things to kind of just be the person that you're supposed to be at some point. You get to like romanticize. Like romanticizing is cute. You know, like, yes, go off, queen. Romanticize you being in Paris tomorrow. You will be in Paris at some point. Like you're not just romanticizing just to romanticize, you know, like romanticizing, I feel like should equate to like, okay, I'm going to work hard to get to this level, but like you shouldn't be like wanting to work hard to get to this level because you saw somebody on social media there. You know, like nobody really shows like where they're doing the hard work. You know what I mean? Like where they're in bed till like 3 a.m. in the morning and like doing the work so that they could buy the tickets to go on the trip. You know? And I feel like that also confuses us sometimes. So it's like, you know, romanticize, all well and good, but like also like do the work to get the money to get to where you're going. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of like how I've said like looking at things. Like, so whenever I want to romanticize, oh, I want to get a Chick-fil-A, I want to go abroad, I want to do this. Like how am I going to get the money to get there, to get a Chick-fil-A? And when I do get that Chick-fil-A, how's it going to make me feel? What's the next thing on the list? You know what I mean? So that's kind of like how I've like kind of shifted that perspective of mine to just do the work. And then please romanticize, please be a romanticizer. Like be a kid with a dream, 100%. But like don't just be a kid with a dream. Like be a kid with a dream that can make actionable steps to get to that dream type shit. You get what I mean? So that's kind of the person I want to be. That's kind of the person I want to be. But anyways, y'all, that's all I have for you guys today. What are you romanticizing right now? What trip are you romanticizing? Where do you want to be right now? Where are you trying to escape from? Let me know in the comments. Okay, I love you guys. Oh my gosh, y'all, by the way, Wannabe hotline is up. I've said this last season, I'm saying it again this season. Send your dilemmas. What do you guys want to talk about? What do you want to converse about? What do you want to yap about? Because I remember when I first dropped this episode, when I first dropped this season, everybody was like, oh my gosh, like I have so many thoughts, I have so many things. Like when I talk about Wannabe Americana, I was like, oh my gosh, I have so many stories. Drop it, please. Let me read it. Let me see. Let me converse. Let's talk about it. Okay, please, 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 please. We have like a link down in the comments. I don't know where to call it. We have a link. Just like search for the link, right? Click the link. It will take you to Wannabe Americana hotline and just like leave your thoughts, questions, advice, story times, anything. Let's make this thing juicier. Okay. All right. All love, peace. I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys when I talk to you guys. Okay. Bye.